Well, it's great to catch up with you. I have to say, it's been fantastic to see how much progress you've made, since we first started working together. So, yeah, massive well done for that.
Quite a lot of the people we're coaching have
Mm.
asked to do another round with us.
Which is brilliant, isn't it? Because that shows that they've seen the value of it. Because obviously, you guys saw the value of it yourselves by being coached. So then when you go wider, it's just nice to see, isn't it? The fact that it's had the impact on other people.
Yeah.
And they really value it and they want more of it. So
yeah, and it has meant that, for 5 different things that are going on in the school, we've definitely made more progress than I think we would have done without the programme, without us having to input, really. It's still all them doing it, but there are 5 things that are now moving forward in the way we want them to. So
wow.
Yeah, which is incredible. So yeah, thank you. And I know the next step is to kind of think about that, how we spread it out, but really useful.
That is so important because you're getting the positive ripples coming out from other people. And it's not just SLT and something that they're doing now. Do you know what I mean? People can actually see the value of it.
Yeah.
Like you said, the fact that people are doing things themselves, you're not having to do it. It's saving you time, but they've then got the ownership and the buy-in to actually go and do it. Therefore, they are more likely to sustain it. So, well done. Well done. So, I mean, what do you think the biggest difference the coaching program's made to you is?
I think just effectively feeling more confident that people can just get on with things and that I don't have to have all the answers. And I think it's quite nice also to be able to have kind of start to see that shift of perception from SLT telling us what to do to SLT have really helped me with X, because I think we do help so many people, but not everyone always sees it as help or knows what's going on behind the scenes. This is quite an outward thing that people are talking about that is a nice process.
What other kind of differences do you think it's made then, apart from them just feeling supported?
I think it's just enhanced my leadership, really, as it continues to, it's probably changed both mine and Chanel's kind of focus, and even I think, within our SLT meetings and how we conduct them, and, ensuring that people put things in their diaries and all that kind of thing. Definitely, I think with both of our leadership, we're very organised and like to be in control, but we don't need to be doing that for everyone else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think in terms of our leadership approach, it's adjusted that. And I think it'll inform our planning moving forward. So yeah, I think as an individual, I think it's just allowed me to not talk as much, let people come up with those things. And actually, I've really enjoyed personally seeing lots of different suggestions that I wouldn't have ever thought of coming to the forefront. It's not all about me. It's really nice for that to continue, but I guess also to trust in that there are different ways to get to the same, sort out a problem, I guess. To trust in that a bit more, and to not have to feel right, well, we need to do it this way, because if it doesn't happen this way, then I don't know how we're going to achieve it. Instead, trusting that it will get there, but maybe not in the way I thought.
And what difference has that made to you?
It's good in terms of not that I don't think I'm precious enough to think I have all the answers, because I really don't. I really don't. But I guess in time, I think it will enable me to have better relationships with.
What kind of difference do you think that's making for the school?
Oh, well, we have a school which basically most people are on the upper pay scale, and we struggle to think about how we're going to get them to achieve their best. And I guess for quite a few years, we've been thinking right, what can we get them to do? But actually, we can now start to think, well, what do they want to do? How do we get them there? A bit more, because they're not doing it when we're kind of driving it. So, flipping that round. So, yeah, it's a longer game, but actually it'd be lovely to think that slowly over time, all these people and really start to do something where they feel proud of it. And it actually hasn't, they're not coming out of it going, God, that was so much work and I never want to do that again. That actually they don't feel it really has been.
Yeah. Well, that's it. It's never as hard when it's their idea, is it? You know, they've come up with it themselves. They've got that ownership. They've got that buy-in. They're motivated to do it. So guess what? It's quicker and easier. You know?
Yeah, and I think, across schools, there's so much chat about workload, understandably.
Yeah.
But I think all the people that we've been coaching haven't been saying that's an issue. I guess they've had a different perspective on it. And I guess that's just a shift, isn't it, from not feeling they're told what to do, and for them to feel they're wanting to do it, and it's providing success in various ways is really lovely. So
yeah, definitely. And the fact they've then asked to be coached again, to have another cycle, I mean, that speaks volumes, doesn't it? It really does, so shows how much they've valued it.
And I guess it shows that we've got it right in terms of helping them set up their targets, because some of them are working on quite big projects, which would never be achievable in 6 weeks. But I guess it shows that for all of us as coaches, that we haven't been setting things with them that are unachievable within that time frame.
Good.
That we've set something that is manageable and been able to be successful. So that bigger project, the reason they want to be coached, they're like, right, well, this is the next bit of my project that I'd then like to kind of method with. So I think it's hopefully shown that everyone has taken that on board effectively, and they're not just trying to solve this massive thing within 6 weeks, because it wouldn't then be successful.
You've done brilliantly, and it's lovely to hear what you're saying, and also to see some of the things that the team have been saying as well, and they really appreciate you investing in them, doing the training together, and like you said, using the techniques in SLT meetings, in lessons, with parents, whatever. It's just filtering into so many things that you guys are doing, as well as impacting really positively on well-being, amongst SLT and amongst the staff as well, because it has saved time and made things feel a lot more manageable, so staff are feeling less under pressure, really, really important. So huge well done to all of you. So how convinced are you that you made the right choice by going with coaching in schools?
Oh, completely, for mine and Chanel's ethos and practice, completely. No regrets on that at all.
Oh, that's so good. So go on, I'm just going to ask you something. If you were talking to another deputy or another head about the training, what would you say?
I would definitely say I'd send them the book, get reading the book, and then genuinely invest in it, because we're not at a point yet, we're way far off from having that ethos and that culture, but actually I think I'm really pleased we've gone that model of downwards, and I would definitely feel confident in having conversations now about, I'm sure there are other models that work, but going upwards is not the way to go. It's downwards, because a person, that's just how I feel about it. Definitely. But I would encourage anyone to, because yes, there's extra work, but I think it's definitely changed our leadership approach in some things, and you've got to keep on moving with the times and be reflective and try to get the best out of your staff effectively. Can't be close to that, can you? I think, and definitely I think in terms of us being able to listen more to the teams we've got around us is a good thing. So it's been brilliant.
Good stuff. So what about value for money? Has it been good value?
Yeah, absolutely. I know it's hard for schools to find the money, but I think in terms of the value we're getting, in terms of being further along with our school development plan that we would have been, we wouldn't be where we are, especially with those 5 coaches we've got at the moment. We wouldn't be at Christmas and they've done everything they've done if we hadn't have done this programme, for sure.
Wow. Well done you. I'm so impressed. I really am impressed. Well, look, you have a really good Christmas break, won't you?